Hey guys, this is Desi with Outdoor Extreme and OX Files, where the truth is out in the field. Today I am joined by a group of amazing humans that I've had the pleasure of being able to work alongside for many years now. Some like Mr. Gator here is been with many years there, and luckily over the chance I've been friends and family with the two of these other cats here that you guys may not know. First, thank you, Mr. Gator, for being the hand of Oz behind the scene, who's doing all the technical stuff on this on what you guys are viewing. We appreciate you being able to keep this rolling for us, brother.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Welcome to the Den of Oz.
Yes, it's a little dark in there, bro.
Ooh.
Oh, it's Halloween themed.
Yeah, it is. You know what? That's exactly it. You are in the Halloween spirit, Mr. Gator, before everyone else.
I'm always in the holidays, the Halloween spirit. Always.
That's right. You used to work over at what was it? The Haunted Mansion at Disney, right?
Yes, I did at one point work at the Haunted Mansion at Disney. Yep.
It's in your blood, bro. So here on our side here, you guys will see there's a couple of these new cats that maybe you guys have seen. They probably have called you out. You've definitely come to them with a problem before during a scenario event. These two cats here work side by side through a company called Solstice Law. They eat, sleep, breathe this game. First here at the top, it looks like we got Cory, known as Cuban. Down at the bottom, we've got Mr. Dave Patton, Papa. Thank you guys for joining us, man. You guys could be doing a heck of a lot of other things, man. You guys decided to join us here on this live, and we appreciate it tremendously.
Thanks for having us, Desi.
Thanks for having us, brother.
Dude, you guys are amazing humans, and you guys have do a lot for the game. And there's one way that we're going to start this off here, and this is a gift from Mr. Brandon Blue Photography. Got me a little tequila here from Mexico in his last trip and adventure there. I always I sip on the things. I ain't trying to chug in none of these things. So cheers to you guys, man, for keeping the game alive and running it, boys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh, golly, that thing's amazing. There's a reason why there's still only half. So let's get a couple things squared away. Cuban, let me ask you this. Why paintball? You could do motocross stuff. You could do working on high-speed boats, right? You could be doing working at a bikini bar, right? Like, why paintball?
Well, the way I look at it is this community in itself has everything that you can probably look at that you would need help with, right? So why not add to that community to make your lives a little bit easier while playing, right? The way I look at it is if I need somebody to help me with, say, mechanics, or something to help me with construction, or something to help me with, just everyday life things, somebody to talk to, there's somebody there, right? So when I look at paintball, I look at it as being able to give back to everybody the way that they give to me. Not only in the community that I have with Solstice, but also as a player base as well. Everybody has their own ins and outs, and my in and out is essentially just paintball is life, right? That's the way I look at it.
Absolutely true that, dude. For sure. Do you got any paintball tattoos?
Not at the moment. Maybe just the Solstice star. That's about it.
Hey, what? Hey, that counts. That counts. That's a paintball tattoo as far as I'm concerned. All right, Papa.
Yes.
Obviously, you could have been a model, right? You could have gone into, heck, really mechanic engineering stuff, working on engines, while also being a swimsuit model. Why paintball?
So, how did I end up back in paintball? Honestly, Cuban's got it pretty pegged on with paintball's life. It's a cliche, but this is the chosen profession in reality. And you know that one, brother. Like, you lived a life too. Everything drew me back. I've gone and done just about every skilled trade that you can think of. It's attached to finished work. Spent some time trying to learn those things. I went to college for a while, was going to law school, and it all came back around to what I wanted to do was get back to the game that started it all. I played when I was 8 years old and I never turned around. So now is not really the time either. And yeah, so paintball because it's life. Nice,
It's life.
Cuban.
It is.
Yeah,
Paintball's life, man. It
That's what it is.
really is. Totally forgot to even tell the people here who don't even maybe not know you guys. What is it that you guys do?
What you got, Cuban? Go ahead.
Cuban, back to you, sir.
Give it a shot.
There's a one saying that we say amongst ourselves is a total joke. It's a total joke, and I say that with love. But it's kind of like herding cats, right? So we take what you like and we up the ante a little bit, right? You guys are always asking for better refs or more things to do, whether it be mission wise or whether it be just funny, quirky things to do, right? So we take and train the people that actually give a damn and want to make this community better in their own little way, but under our umbrella, which is fine because our umbrellas are many umbrellas because each of us is you, right? If you give back to the community, it'll give back to you. And that's the way I look at it. The way I do it is if you're willing to give a damn about it, then I'm willing to go for you and make your life a little bit easier on the playing field. That's the way I look at it. What do you got, Patton?
We do all of the on-field event staffing for major paintball events across the country, right? And have for over a decade. And what's an event staff? Event staff's the people that you see from the parking attendant to, for our particular thing, the referees on the field, right? And we specialize in that end of it, of the referees, the guys with the goggles on that are the what's the word I want to look, what's the phrase I want to look for? The subject matter experts out on the field. They're the guys that can give you the answer on yes, that's safe, no, that's not safe. Yes, you can do that, no, you can't do that. And it's a key job that that has to have a balanced personality. In the end, we can send anybody out there. You could take a 12-year-old and you could say, hey, you can wear goggles and you can keep them on for hours. That's a bare minimum skill. Go stand over in the woods over there. And when people get hit, call them out. And, in all reality, that you can make that work within the confines of a team that's working around that guy, right? But there's too many times where that's the majority of the staff that we're relying on to get creative visions across. And then that dampens the spirit of the game. So what we want to do is take out the equation of relying on people who aren't as interested in the longevity of the game, your field, your production, who are just there either for a paycheck or just, this isn't their thing. It's a job for them. It's not their passion per se. And eliminate that risk from the event space so that you, the player, and we, the player, can all have a consistent experience across the board. Because then once it's a consistent experience, then you can start really tweaking the game aspects and start having real fun with what you're doing. Because without a controlled and enjoyable event space, we can go play bush ball in the backwoods, most of the time.
It's you definitely hit the nail on the head. That when it comes to, for me, operating my field, and I find, there is always people who have a desire. They see paintball, they come as players first, and then they move into, well, can I get a job? Well, yeah, you could get a job in paintball for sure. But this isn't longevity wise. This is if you want to be where this is something making a lifestyle out of it. It takes a lot more commitment into your average 16 to 18-year-old. No one's ready to make that kind of a commitment. They're still learning and growing. And I always find that it is the ones that if you can handle high stress situations, there's so much that they can take from, after paintball that they'll be able to take with them. And what you guys have found is you've cultivated quite a group of misfits, I think is a fun way to describe a lot of them, because we choose this as our place of employment. We're going to get bunkered. We're going to get shot. We're probably walking away a little bit more bruised up than 75% of the player count, just due to what we're doing. But I think it also is embracing that you're not alone. You're with a troop of guys. Hey, the person you look over the other side and you're like, yeah, he's got it worse than I do right now. You know what? Getting shot like this ain't too bad, man. Catch on the radio. You good, bro? Yeah, he's good. All right. It's we're also teaching people a lot about themselves through this kind of work that we do. And I think it's pretty awesome that you guys have been able to do that for so long. How many people do you guys have under the Solstice Law banner?
There's okay, so I could count it on just people that are in the network who haven't worked, let's say this year, but have worked in the last 5 years. We're talking over 100. Within the last year, I would say it's probably in the 60s to 70s range of active guys between the airsoft, paintball, and tournament. The scenario, the tournament, and then the airsoft side of all of these things that we're doing. Yeah, probably 60, 70.
That's awesome. That's incredible numbers, man. And all over the country.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. I'm like, man, there's a lot of people in Carolinas.
Not just the one country now.
Oh yeah, we just added a beautiful, beautiful lady, Her Majesty the Queen Michelle Daffin from Great Britain. So we have an international ref. That's true.
Wait a minute. Is she a little thing? Like, she ain't very tall, right?
Yep.
And
Yeah, I saw the pictures.
She's got tattoos on her.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did she ref Black Flag with you guys?
Yep.
She showed up at the field. I couldn't remember her name. She popped by the field. She came down to the field and she was like, I want to see what this is, because she's staying for a couple of days with Brent Pizzo, a little layover before she's going to another adventure somewhere else. Yeah, dude, she was super duper rad. She's a cool dude.
Yeah, she's
congratulations awesome. Now, international ref crew.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll add that when there's like a band of them over there. We'll add that to
the... all right. Fair enough.
So anyone listening? No, I'm kidding.
Resume. Very, very cool, man. Very cool. Cuban, what is the hardest part of what having to do for everything from the networking of finding the refs for the job to the actual on-field stuff? What is the hardest part do you find with reffing this game?
Making sure everybody's on the same page. That's the hardest part, is just making sure everybody has the most updated information as the game changes. That's the hardest part, because, as paintball is paintball, things change as it happens sometimes. People pick
very
up things
dynamic.
they're not supposed to, or people take out things or totally sweep an entire field. So there's always a changing dynamic, of how we have to address things. Probably the easiest part that used to be one of our hardest was probably just medical-wise, just getting people off the field. Now it's a whole lot easier when we have what we need. Yeah. But other than that, I'd just say getting everybody the right information at the right time when they need it.
Yeah, dispersal of information is huge. You've got a bridge that goes down. You got to know about it, man, and you got to echo that thing. Oh, yeah, I heard about that an hour ago.
Yeah.
You didn't say nothing? Yeah, absolutely. For sure. What about you,
That's
Papa?
all that comes down to.
Well, first off, I want to say how awesome of an answer that for him was, because it just spirals into that whole, like, that's it. That's the key to the whole thing, is everybody has the right to know in a game that has points, even if it's scenario, all of the information that everybody else has that's supposed to be free access. right? So that they can make decisions. Like you just said right there, a bridge goes down. Well, now if I'm a general and I know that 15 minutes after the other general knows, my flank's not going to work. And do I know that he knew 15 minutes ago? Do I even get the right to know that? It's like, yeah, that is a super answer on the difficult part of doing all of this. For me, in the role that I've somehow ended up into is definitely akin to that. It's recruitment's hard now, man. COVID hit and recruitment got harder than ever to keep willing and happy and educated and experienced bodies on the route, and on the circuit.
That's definitely something that's in paintball in
Yeah.
general. In general, the referees, we in Orlando, we are so blessed to have such an amazing and dedicated number of staff that have been with us for years. Like Gator, how long have you been with us now? I mean, with us, I'm on the field now for 2.5 years, right? But I've worked alongside you, Gator, as a ref with you. How long have you been reffing in Orlando? Let me ask that.
6 years,
Which is still
maybe more, but at least 6 years, I think.
Right. So we're going and talking one individual, 6 years, right? Finding someone just to work doing whatever the job is for 6 years, there's something to be said about that, right? And in paintball, it's such, we have access to younger adults and young cats getting involved in the game, but the next year they're chasing a girl, they're getting a new job, they just got a set of wheels. It's so dynamic in that. So recruitment absolutely is one of the toughest jobs there. The deviation of information, communication, and recruitment, for sure.
Okay.
Cuban. God, I just love saying that name. Makes me think of a sandwich, man, and I'm hungry.
Hey, it's all good, man. Just don't put mayo on it.
No, hell no. Hell
You
no.
know right. You know right.
We're not even going to we'll have a whole nother podcast about food and what shall not be done. Okay. Because I have opinions. They are my opinions. Okay. But I know I'm not alone.
You are not.
All right. First one. Mayo on a burger. Yes or no?
Depends on the burger.
Yeah, it depends on the
sweet
burger.
Baby Jesus. All right. This won't ruin our friendship, but good to know that I have friends with terrorists.
Have
Whoa.
Have you ever mixed ketchup and mayo? It
No.
is an excellent secret sauce on top of a patty.
No.
Isn't that considered Thousand Island?
No, it's not that.
No, not.
Technically, no, because it's got relish too. Thousand Island has relish in it, so I mean, but
I don't eat relish though.
I don't do.
It's okay,
I don't
Lizard.
do.
I
I
am
don't do
friends
mayo.
with monsters. Okay. Look,
Some-
we will have
some-
this whole other class another day.
I mean, didn't you just say something about us being a group of misfits?
Yes. And it makes sense now. You're right.
I
You're
am
absolutely
so
right.
insulted. So insulted.
He's the head misfit. What are you talking about?
Yeah, head misfit.
Right.
All right, continue, sir.
Sorry, distraction, tangent. I apologize, guys. Those of you guys who, got to do this little spiel. Those of you guys who have been joining us here for this live, make sure that you guys head on over to our YouTube channel at OX Files. Make sure you like, subscribe, share these different videos. We have a couple of recorded ones on different product that we've gone over, such as the new Elevate air tank and regulator system, going over the EMF 200, the EMF 100, the different markers that are available. And yes, I promise we are moving into airsoft as well. I just have to get my caveman brother to sit down for a minute and do a video with us. He is camera shy, and it is going to be hilarious and a lot of editing. So good. Now this feels over. Cuban, what is the most rewarding part of this whole game for you?
That is a really good question.
Aside from
Most
the
rewarding
paycheck,
part.
right? We can agree a paycheck ain't bad. That's nice. That really does help.
That's something you'll learn about me. When it comes to that, the money don't matter. Depends on the game, depends on where I'm at, depends on what I'm doing. I'll do a game for free if I can. It's fine with me.
Heard
But
that.
at the same point, though, most, as weird as it sounds, is probably that moment when the game is over and I have all of my refs sitting around at a fire and we're just sitting there talking about the weekend, the goods, the bads, and just sitting back and taking a back seat and just listening to how all the new generation and some of the generation after me and even my generation conversing about how the event went and how they can improve it and how their minds don't stop working like that. And that's what I enjoy seeing, is just seeing what, me, Patton, and a whole bunch of other people have past and present come to try and create. And it's just nice to see it, especially after all that, you get to relax finally. I don't get to relax during the event, so that's my relaxing moment, is when I'm sitting around the fire with a group of friends that's doing the thing that we love to do.
It's said all the time, and it gets a little cliche over time, but damn it, does it ring true to your community that you've created. I love those war stories around the campfire, bro. Oh gosh.
Zach,
you think that you were a badass, and then you hear something. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
Dabby just posted one. Where is it? I lost it.
Oh, Gator.
Oh,
of course, Dabby would be phoning
the
it.
amount of beardness in one screen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's coming from stress because I just keep pulling on this damn thing.
I understand.
I have to tuck this in to eat dinner.
Yeah.
It's either that or I'm holding it up while I'm doing this. It's ridiculous, bro. I have the smallest head in the world.
No,
No, you got a strong chin, Cuban. That's it.
He does have a strong chin.
See.
I'm not going to do that with my beard. It'll stay back there.
Papa Patton, what is the most rewarding part for you doing this whole thing?
The most rewarding, the most absolute rewarding is seeing the growth of all the individuals around me, both player-wise, referee-wise, where they've gone even, after they've left paintball, where they've gone in paintball. Like, Voss is one of my favorite stories to just think about everyone and reminisce on when I see him in that fucking blue polo, just looking like PGA Tour official. He's about to 100% call you on a roughing or something at a football game, like, because I remember roughing with him at Philly with no shoes on, and then it goes into all of the memories of why the fuck he didn't have shoes on, why I didn't have shoes on, how I ended up with shoes that day, and it's just 100% just watching the growth of everybody around me. That's my driving force for all of this. Like, I could go and do a bunch of other things, but why do that for people that don't deserve to?
Right. Dude, and working and seeing people grow is an amazing thing. It's rewarding. People get all bent out of shape. You need to be, and I say it, you don't need to be more, think of yourself less and think of others more, But there is a selfish side of it when it's rewarding for non-nefarious reasons, to be selfish, to like, hey, this feels good. I'm able to help. I'm able to encourage. I can guide. I can be a part of this person's life, and they're going on to some great things. And you see that success, and it feels good. That selfish feeling, that's okay. That's a nice reason for drive, is that it makes you feel good. That's a good selfish thing to have. For the right reasons, it makes you feel good.
I agree.
You're right. Yeah, 100%.
What has been, Cuban? What has been one of the worst situations that you had to deal with on the field, and how did it end better? How did you get it to where it would end it was a positive note, right?
I got too many there for you.
Okay, well, pick one of them.
Let me think.
All right. Gator,
right.
I'll ask you then if Cuban's thinking on this one.
What was that?
What is one of the worst situations you, as referee, that you've gone through that ended in a positive note? Right? It was a horrible situation, ended well. Oh, he's rebooting his brain. I see it working. Yep.
Okay.
All right, Patton, come to you. Oh, you got one, Gator. Okay, we're good.
Bones and Ashes. I guess it was 2 years ago. I was on a mission right in front of red team's base or a blue team's base that red team had to come and get to a flag. And I figured, oh, this is another easy one. And it was, I ended up right smack dab in the middle of a firefight. And I couldn't go anywhere because my job was to be right there on that flag for them to win the point. So I endured it, but luckily most of it hit my backpack and not me. So that was the positive thing that came out of it.
Your backpack took the brunt.
I still got lit up pretty good. I got lit up pretty good, but the backpack helped keep my back from getting peppered.
All right, Cuban, what you got for us?
I got nothing good, to be honest with you, Desi. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't think of anything that was negative that turned positive. Essentially, nothing that was good or bad.
Think skirmish.
Think skirmish. Think skirmish.
Endless stories. You can come back because I'll give you one and it'll jumpstart you, I'm sure.
All right, what you got, Pat?
It's a long time.
All right, so a situation that went bad and then we turned it into good, right? Is that the prompt? Am I correct there?
Yep.
So I'm going to go kind of backwards on that, though. Sorry, I'm going to flip it because of just like the sequence of events was funny. So we were doing one of the big three for skirmish. I think it was, I want to say it was Battle for Berlin. So it was late in the year. It's fall. And it's Pennsylvania. So all the leaves have fallen and everything like that. And there's this one field because we play it on the top side of the property. It's one field called Tittman City. And there was a prep drop in the middle of it. It is a Old West style town. There's a large double-sized road down the center, and then there's buildings on either side that all face in towards that. Some have Some have like openings like in alleyways between them, but for the most part, it's not the easiest to get in and out of them because of like the height differences and stuff like that. So the idea is there's 3 lanes really because that's as wide as it is. It's like 8 feet on the outside of the back or like the back side of the buildings on either side of the field. So maybe the whole field's like 40, 50 yards wide and then 100 yards long or so. Lots of buildings, 50 buildings in there. And we're at the center flag. Well, we're not there yet. I'm with a team of other referees because for the big three, we would bring out like it's called a shock team. So pretty much it was guys that the whole job was if there was absolute ridiculousness in an area, fights or medical situations that needed it, because we always carried shields and always had 4 of us together versus all the other referees were kind of just they're in roam teams, but you're reffing by yourself on the line with whoever's around you being like 100 yards away.
Right.
Because it's just the size of the property. Yeah. Right. They're working zones. We're working as a team, squashing big shit. Or if there's a big firefight, we'll fan out and just patrol it while it's there. But anyways, there's our prop guy is in the center of Tittman City, and he calls us on the radio that we need to get over there. So we start jogging over there as the team. And I shit you not, Krause, not a little guy. He's like 180 pounds, maybe 200 pounds. He's sitting on top of a barrel of 55-gallon plastic drum that's painted because that's the prop that he drug out there a long way. And when he put it down, he's like less than 10 minutes to the drop. These motherfuckers have the barrel picked up to shoulder height with Krause sitting on it, yelling, put it down for the 3rd time, put it down as we're jogging. Now we're running instead of jogging. And it's one of those just funny moments of like, wow, we should have not ran right away when we saw that tragedy of an event. We should have stopped for a second and gone, okay, this is what we're going to do. Because in the end, you got like 200 pounds of man to shoulder level with like 6 guys holding them up with a barrel.
Yeah, that's if you start thinking of physics here, things could go wrong.
Right. We didn't think about that. We didn't think about physics one bit. We just ran in with shields up, going, drop the barrel. We didn't think about Crafty. We thought about the barrel because that's what Crafty would have wanted us to do. So we hit the first 2 guys, and then everything just fell apart. Because, again, there's like 100, 200 guys in this city just like hanging out waiting for the last like 5-minute push from the other team, where there's like 200 or 300 guys standing in the woods. So this is all about to pop off bad anyways. And literally, like, I shit you not, Krause hits the ground. The guys all scatter. They all start screaming, yada, yada. We push him out. Krause immediately just sits back on the barrel after he, like, slides it over to its spot again. And then says, stand around me. And we stood around him for about 6 minutes until the drop. And it was the most surreal moment for 17-year-old little me of having dudes this close to my face screaming, we're not going to lose this effing prop because of you guys. And I mean, there's like 40 dudes around us screaming, like rioting at this event. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
Oh.
Time hits, we move, they grab the barrel and are gone. And it's just like one of those ones of like, whoa. So that's how bad those things can get real fast if you let them get bad. Because Krause was definitely not feeling great. He didn't run any more props the rest of the day. But, once they got pushed away and we just kind of stayed professional and calm and cool, all they did was bark. And then they moved on and they went and continued playing the game. And, well, that's the best result you can ask for anyways. Because, like, what are you going to do with mob tactics?
No,
You're gonna punish
nothing.
everybody.
Yeah. Gentlemen, easy.
Relax. Boy. There's 100 of you. If you think of trying to threaten your masculinity, you're wrong.
This is not, gentlemen. We're playing tag in the woods. Chill.
In the immortal words of Butterballs, this is a giant game of pretend. Get out of my swamp.
Get out of my swamp. All right, Cuban, what's yours, bro?
Well, the only thing I can come up with is probably one of my first few times actually recorded reffing at skirmish. I started reffing when I was 19, so probably about 19 and a half around this time. It was one of the harder groups. I don't understand why I was given it at first, but I guess they were testing me. And that's fine. Also didn't help that they spoke Spanish, so they thought that I could help. No, I'll be honest with everybody here that's live. I can't speak Spanish, bro. So I'm a fake Cuban. You can hold your receipt. Make sure you kept it. It's all good. But anyway, so they sent me with this group, and they're all talking Spanish to me, and I understand it. I can't talk any of it back, but I understand it. I'm working with them and all that, and nobody at this time was speaking Spanish at skirmish. Like, and if they were with another group. So I was helping them out as best I can, and out of nowhere, they're all just playing the way that everybody warned me they would, which is the way they want. Okay, we can't allow that. That's fine. So essentially, I made a deal with them that, listen, if you guys are going to continue to keep going like this, then you're only going to play with yourselves. You're not going to be able to go play with anybody else because it's an open play group, which means that you get combined with other groups. People come to you and such and so forth. The field, huge. I don't know if you've been there, but it's huge.
Oh, yeah.
But they kept playing that way, and then after a while, they're like, all right, well, why don't we just let some other players come in? No problem. We'll play fair, and we'll play the way that you'd like us to. I'm like, okay, you guys aren't going to be as aggressive or anything like that, crazy, like, all in your face, screaming at each other, because, we got kids that are around here, we got moms that are around here. Like, we don't need any of that.
Them Spanish groups, bro, they got the hype. They got the hype for sure.
Yeah. So we let in a group, and they're totally okay. And I split them up between each other. I split up both that side. They wanted to play together. I'm like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. You guys are splitting up. So they split up, and the whole idea was for them to help the newer guys. Well, they did that.
In theory.
They did that, but then before I knew it, the newer guys are playing like they play. So I'm like, okay, we can't allow this corruption. So essentially, I come back up in the regular group. They start shooting at each other. They start playing. The one group loses, the other group wins, and they just want to have at it. They just want to have at it. They go crazy at each other. They're screaming at each other because they all taught each other how to play the right way. Within a few games at this point, we're not talking like brand new people. We're talking like some seasoned players. They're all playing the same way.
Oh
So they're
man.
going at it. They're shooting at each other. Full fucking painter paint, all of that. And I'm like, okay, no, we're not doing that. So
yeah, you
later
call
on,
yourself out when you want to call yourself out.
exactly.
Not
Yeah, exactly. No, we're not playing that
okay.
here. So eventually, I get them to play down. They're right, and then we go back into the picnic area, and I'm telling my lead, who's essentially the center staging guy, and I'm like, these guys need to go. I'm like, well, what's going on? I tell him what's going on. He's like, well, what if I send you out there with another ref? I'm like, no, it's not gonna happen. That's not
Not
gonna
gonna help, dude.
So, long story short, the players that were with them went to another open play group, started playing the way they did, and got humbled. So that's my worst to good. So they didn't like that anymore.
All of a
It's the best
sudden,
they got for you.
yep. It's probably one of the hardest because we see it with all of our with our jobs. We've seen it. You get those tough groups. You get the groups that it is, they get hit. They jump in the back in the bunker. They didn't wipe it, but they're not coming out. They don't want to come out. And it's this hard line that you, as the official, how many times you chasing around these 20 people, running yourself ragged, and it's especially when it's in a private group setting, you can have a little bit more of like, all right, I guess this is just how y'all want to get down. I had when I was working up at Pev's paintball in Virginia, my manager at the time, Megan, she was like, hey, I'm going to put you with the Washington Capitals private group, the hockey team.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, cool. Okay, cool. Awesome. Yeah. She's like, all I need you to do is make sure they're safe.
Yep, that's essentially what we had to do. Yep.
Okay, I'm in. Cool. All right. Here's the game mode, guys. Y'all figure it out. I am 5'11". I finally grew into my adult weight of 145 pounds just the past couple of years. Okay. This time I am 19. I am a little man. I've always been a little man. When I'm standing next to this Russian that I have to look up at this dude, this is Bruce Banner size men that are out there. Okay, this is Hulk. You were bred in a lab. You aren't a real human. What do they test you guys for like the juice? Like y'all are some of the biggest creatures on this planet, right? And I knew it because they wanted to do the world versus USA. So all of your international players are on one team versus all the US players. When this dude gets shot, and I mean blasted, bare chest, whole, just absolutely obliterated, takes his mask off, spits, is missing teeth in the front end. Ooh, Ovechkin and you in the USA, USA, USA. Ugh. I have ups. I leave the ground and wrap myself up and around his face with my whole body. I have my hips on one shoulder and my shoulders on his, completely wrapping it. I don't know how I cleared 7 feet, but I did. I climbed up this giant Russian man and said, sir, can you please put your mask down? Okay. Puts it back down. I climb back down this Russian, and he goes right back at them and just, it was the most caveman thing I've ever seen in my life, and I knew I was meant for this game. So, bad thing happened, good thing in the end. That was, God, dude, I was 19 when that went down. Jesus. Whew. That was too much. All right. Sorry. Next topic here. Cuban. For you, sir. What is some equipment you would recommend for referees?
Okay.
We've got
Cuban
our
knows
own
what I'm
tool.
laughing
Here we go.
So I recommend
Where's
people
Dabby?
heartily
Go ahead,
about
Dabby.
this.
Well, okay,
Say
so what do you
Just for
recommend, and what's something you should leave at home?
What I would recommend you bring in with you, what backpack, obviously your ref gear, whatever it is you wear, arm pads, chest protector, slides, whatever it is that you wear for protection. Obviously, 2 pairs of gogs. You know, you never know what's going to happen to the first one. Pair of cleats, pair of boots. If you got a car, leave it in your car so you know you got them, because you never know what the weather's going to be like. A whistle, a hole punch. If you have a radio, grab your own radio. If it works with ours as a full member, we can make it work for you. But that all depends on if it works with our sites.
Right.
I mean, it's kind of a reach, but if you can, a chrono, whether it be a gray box or a Virtue, doesn't matter. I know Virtue is very hard to come by nowadays. And what I would leave at home, if I could, I'd say your phone.
Right, get the fuck off those things, dude. Come on, we've got a job to do. You're not media.
I mean, don't get me wrong, though. Like, I'm kind of black and white when it comes to the phone thing, though, because some of our refs like to use their phone for maps, which that's fair, but it still doesn't look right from the outside perspective.
Right.
That's why I
I've seen this
provide
ref
you
on
with
his
a paper
phone the
map.
whole time.
Exactly, which might not be the case, but they don't know that.
Yep. Perception.
So, exactly. And just your able body. You know,
Hey,
and yourself. You know, if you're not willing to show up for yourself, then you're not willing to show up for anybody else.
Yeah.
You know.
Patton, what are you wearing? What are we bringing?
and a can-do attitude.
I knew that was
Yeah.
coming.
Shut up, Katie. All of those things. I mean, yeah, that's what you should have. Hydration bladder is a good idea, especially,
Oh,
you know, you're going to have a lot of those kind of things on weather-wise, depending on where you are, what you need to be bringing or what you don't need to be bringing out with you. And then you act accordingly. But in the end, like, the backpack is your mobile staging area, right? Like, it carries a bunch of things that doesn't need to be on the field with you so that you can be mobile while you're actually out on the field. You know, you bring the extra gun, bring the extra hopper, bring the extra tank, depending on where you're going to, and, you know, rec ball or whatever it is the determining factor of, like, how much shit you're going to carry. If you're out there for a scenario game, then, you know, yeah, backpack for you to carry your snacks, all those kind of things, waters, hydration packs probably easier and better. So probably just do double up on that right there, make that work.
IV.
Yeah, liquid IVs.
Hydration
I'm big
package.
on I'm big on the Capri Suns. I think they do the job. They got a built-in straw. You don't got to lift your goggles. You just pull those shit right out. They work for everybody. Then there's sugar. There's some water in there.
Let me
little
see a
snack
player
drink.
get all pissed off, bro, and you're just seeing a player cussing up and down. You're like, you know what, bro?
You need some
I
water.
got something for you. Here's a Capri Sun, bro. The day's gonna be good.
I have absolutely given a variety of snacks that have been on me up to the next angry guy. I've been sitting there going, chowing down some combos. Fuck, ref, get that fucking guy out. Well, listen, man, I know the guy that's on the other side over there, and he's checking that guy because you've been screaming at that guy for a minute. Eats combo. Would you like a combo? And the dude looked at me and went, yeah, I'll take a combo. I'm like, go ahead, have a couple, man. You don't need to go for it. And
I
then
think
now,
that. Go ahead. Go
the
ahead. Go
key
ahead.
to that is that I stepped away from him and picked the radio up, ate another combo, and called. Whether he knows whether I actually called the guy or not doesn't matter. Called the guy on the other side and said, "Hey, are we checking that guy?" Had the radio turned down far enough and close to my ear to whether or not I heard the answer, and looked at him and said, "Hey, man, just so you know, you're shooting the bush. That's what the guy says over there. See you later." I kept on moving. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't feel like that's nefarious at all to do to the player that's angry, right? I think calming them down in the moment so that they can continue spending their time that they spent their hard-earned money on is the best thing that we can do as the safety individuals for large-scale events, right? The smaller the event gets, the more personable you get. The more
Yeah,
involved you get in
absolutely.
what's going on, the more you answer their things. But the larger it gets, the more the responses have to be abstract, but they still have to get to the point of like, you're heard, you're respected, you're appreciated. Parentheses, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
And
Right.
moving
Right.
on. Like,
I think
all of that.
we're the only things, because all of us are referees, all of us are in this. We are the only thing keeping these guys from going to caveman Neanderthal roots,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
there was an event, a tournament where these guys ended up using their equipment as clubs during a tournament. Like, what are you guys doing? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? And I think being
And
able, situationally, like every little situation's different, right? But if you are able, it helps because you guys are at so many of these events. You're seeing the same faces all the time. And it's like you create this relationship, a working relationship with them that, hey, man, hold up. I understand you're upset. Let's talk. Want a snack? Good.
it's
While
the
you're
Need a water?
eating, you can stop screaming at me so that I can find some information out for you. Drink this water so you can go quiet for a second. It's a polite way of us saying, shh, take this water for a second, please. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks. I'll find out. I'll be right back. Yeah, this guy's
and
such a jerk.
and sometimes it's tongue in cheek and sometimes it's not, right? Like in the
Yeah.
end, the basis of it is like, hey man, relax, fucking relax. We are playing tag in the woods, and I'm woefully unimpressed with your ability to shoot that guy over there. All right, but I'm not, I'm not
Game
going
of
to tell
make
you that.
pretend.
I
Back of the head for
respect you.
thinking this. I
I
respect you.
respect you, so I won't make fun of you because it's okay that you're upset. And I think that's an important thing. That's like an advanced part of this, right? It's not something you expect your first time, second time, third time guy to get right away, but like it's something you have to instill, especially on the traveling games, of mutual respect. And it's funny, right? Especially misfits thing, right? Traveling guys. So it brings in a certain kind of carny like person is more where it's at, right? Which is fine. It's not, they're great people too. I've met a lot of actual carnies out there in the world, and there's guys that are on the team that were carnies or would be if that was where the money was at. And every version of that out there, traveling mechanics, all of those kind of things, right? And the thing to remind them of coming into this is you're a grown man, you see the vision, you get the idea, you got the safety part down, you got the customer service part down. Now remember the part of, yes, you should always have your shoulders squared, and yes, your chin should always be up when you're talking to these people, but it should never have your nose pointed in the sky because you have to give them respect first. They were here first.
Wait a minute. Are you talking about mutual shared respect for another human being?
Oh
I
my
think
God.
so.
It is
I
a
think
thing.
so. I think so.
It is a thing.
To give
Thing.
it, to get it?
Yep. Well, and
I-
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and we're not perfect, right?
No.
We're not a supercomputer, right? We're all humans playing this human game using some machines. Mistakes are going to come across. Mistakes are going to happen, right? And especially with those of us, to humble ourselves when we do make a mistake, that we need to come correct to those players. Like, you know what, dude, I actually gave you the worst information. I had bad information. I gave you wrong information. That's on me. I should have done my due diligence. I should have gone further and double checked. I didn't. I gave you what I thought was it, and it was wrong. I apologize, right? Like, making those owning mistakes, right, I think can be huge. Bro, I'm so sorry I called that hit. I saw that. I saw the action. There's no hit on there. I'm sorry I called you out. My bad. My apologies. You know what's going to end up happening a lot of the time? Those people are going to come back around. Like, hey, bro, what's up? That mutually shared respect and ownership of when mistakes are made. You know, we're all going to make these mistakes, but we're all human. We're designed. It's one thing that we really all share in common. We all screw up. And when it happens, it happens. You ain't got to get all aggro with me, bro.
Just drink of water.
Drink of water, bro. What is a no-no food to eat before you're about to go ref for the next 8 hours?
Anything really, really excessively greasy. Like greasy bacon sandwiches with eggs and all that. Like, cool. Just nothing heavy. I personally can't do it. I know there are refs on our crew that would rather, tell me I'm lying to you than say I'm telling you right. But for me personally, I can't do the heavy stuff. Sometimes I won't even get to be able to eat until lunchtime because I'm just that busy for myself personally. Not that I don't have the ability to, just that I just don't get myself to that point. So normally I'll skip breakfast. So
nothing heavy.
Nope, nothing heavy.
Unless you're an absolute animal and that's what you can do. Word. What about you, Pat? What's the number one? You ain't not eating it.
So breakfast, I'm going to split this into breakfast and lunch because I have a funny one for lunch and I want to say it, but I have to get the context. So breakfast, obviously, it's pancakes, French fry or French toast, anything with syrup and all that nonsense. Carbs early in the morning's not good for your motivation in 3 hours after you stand at Chrono for 2 hours and then these fucking guys finally go and actually play the shooty sport. Like maybe a granola bar and some coffee, because it's going to be slightly boring for a little bit until everything gets started. And that's when you need to be able to just turn it up. So, whatever it is that doesn't keep you lethargic in 3 hours. And then lunchtime, pizza, burgers, hot dogs.
The works.
This thing that we all get fed on all the time.
The only
constantly.
thing that's available for us, bro.
The rest of the afternoon, you're trying to stay awake.
Barbecue.
Yes.
Taco truck's good. Taco truck every time. That one I'm good with because you're never going to get too much meat unless you order too many fucking portions. So go for it. Enjoy your day. Yeah. If that's in a tortilla wrap, bro, enjoy yourself. And, chicken tendies, again, don't overportion on them. You're good to go.
Give me a tendy and like a mouthful of French fries. I will conquer the world. Okay, I am fueled up enough. Well, if I can conquer the world in 8 hours, but yeah, that's it.
I got faith in you.
No.
Good to go.
No, I made a mistake of having a one of those breakfast sandwiches. Sorry, it was Cookie from the Bad Monkeys. He's one of the turret operators for King Kong and Diddy Kong. Now they got a new tank.
Cool.
And oh my god, dude, it's as cool as look. It is. Do you remember the Waka Waka tank?
Yeah.
There was our friend's Waka, right? So they originally built this tank for children with autism, so that it's AC controlled. It was an electric vehicle, and it was done with all the soundproofing, and bubbles were on the side of the tank so that the kids could look at it and see the battle taking place while they're actually literally a key spearhead for a point.
Awesome.
And
cool.
they Kenneth got into farming, He got into his little piece of property. He's into farming and all now. So he sold Bad Monkeys, bought the Dave Brown bought that tank and has retrofitted it now to where this is a slaughter machine. And now the bubbles have been removed. Now they're gun ports out the side, gun ports out the back. But it's basically like a squared box truck, if you will, but it's electric. Hi, babe. Oh, she needs her charger for her laptop. Queen Jenny
Hi,
is snaking
Jenny.
through.
Hi, Jenny.
Boy, say hi. She says hello, and she's scampering off like a cat. I love it. But they now have this thing, Diddy Kong. Fuck, where was I going with this? Oh, Bad Monkeys, Cookie. So everyone knows at the events and the scenarios and just in general at the job, it's hard for me to eat. I am running on, you don't win NASCAR races on a full tank. All right? You don't. You win it on fumes. And I run a lot on fumes. So Cookie in his sweet loving self was like, hey, I made up breakfast for you guys. You want a plate of food? I'm like, Cookie, I can't right now. I gotta go. I gotta do my stuff. So he comes back around. After everything, the game's gone on, started. Tanks don't go on for a half hour beforehand. He says, hey, here's breakfast. Make sure you eat. And it was sausage patties, hash browns, and eggs.
One of those things would have been fine.
Yeah, the hash browns and the eggs.
So where in Orlando for our field, I have a netted in dead zone that I can prop drop and be able to hit. It sits right in the middle of the field. I can drop props all over the field. It's an opportunity for me to do where all the kids' missions, they come find me on the field. It's a netted in, it's a 20-foot net. It's we're safe in there. And it's where the kids do the missions and stuff. I have my mother-in-law, when she comes down, stays in there and helps me out run missions, keeps me on track. Because my wife's not with me because she's out running registration, checking in people still while the game's going on. She's running the points and all this. Well, I have a very functioning system. My body doesn't miss an hour. When it is a certain time, it's go time. And there is hell and high water will not stop me. We are locked into a scenario event, ladies and gentlemen, and I am fighting a losing battle for hours. And I will tell you this, guys, spare you the details. War crimes were committed, and afterwards, I will agree with both of you guys. Keep it light. Keep it light for food before you go to war games.
Yeah.
Don't do that to yourself.
Yogurt and crackers. Yogurt and crackers.
You know what? Since we're on the topic, why does everyone have to disrespect the Porta-John?
Yeah.
Well, the real shit talk that needs to be talked about. I get it. You were in there first. Why is it everywhere? Why is everything wet and they didn't come through and clean this? First thing in the morning, I have a bleach and Dawn bottle and several towels. Every morning. What happened? Who wronged you in your life that you were like, you know what? I need to do it first before everyone else does it. Have you ever stood and hovered above a toilet in your life?
Yes. I can tell you exactly the feel too.
It's you.
You wanna know why? Because it's cold. It's cold. Dude, up at 5 a.m. to take a dump? It's cold at Fuentes some mornings, bro.
It's cold? It's cold.
Yeah.
It's cold?
Yeah.
And so now you need to drop depth charges at 5 a.m. and having Poseidon's blue kid
in our personal one, because ours gets locked.
That's very true. That's yep.
I guess I really have been
This is why
missing a
Patton's
mark.
laughing right now.
I guess, you know what? It's just me and the savages, I guess. I've never actually rented my
We
own
learned a
personal...
long time ago. Lock that pooper up. It's
Baby,
ours.
I don't go to any event. It's my sponsorship. It's a free shitter.
You know what? That's not bad to have in the paperwork that you're signing before starting this event. What is this asterisk? Oh,
Two
pretty
porta
simple.
johns. Two porta johns for the campsite on us over there. It's one porta john. See, we're gonna follow the fucking label inside the porta john. It's 10 men's work for whatever 3 days. So divide all that shit up. That means if I got 30 guys here, I need 2 fucking porta johns.
Some of
If I
them
got a
are no
bunch of
apps.
ladies here, I really should have 3. I'll help pay for that last one.
You know what? That's why now I've got even what is it? The Walk On Warriors. They're like, look, Des, we got a lot of ladies, and I was like, I get it. They're like, so we locked this one. I was like, you can't.
Right? You can't.
Tell
Right.
me ahead of time. We'll order it for you, and then we'll get you a lock on there. You can't lock
Exactly.
this up right now. You're just leaving one down here for everyone here. Hold on here. I'm
Right.
hearing you. I'm listening to you. No, for the future.
Yep.
All right. Man, what close this up? I've kept you guys away from your families and your adventures, and I know both of you guys gotta go kick ass work tomorrow.
Where's my
What?
family is fucking 600 miles away from me.
Look, I'm not saying blood family. I'm
What-
saying
what
at least
time
a
is
family
it?
you choose.
Oh,
Oh, they're
my
gone
wife and
too.
kid are already asleep.
I sent Slinky and Jeb to their home for the weekend. They're taking a vacation.
Oh, good.
We start
Boy,
zombies next week, so sorry.
Uh,
Anyways,
yeah, yeah. The boys are gonna need the rest. What is the next event that people are gonna end up running into you guys at? What's the next big game?
For scenario, it's Folda, yes. For the first event that you'll see us at is AXL. That's October, 4th and 5th, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
Next
Okay,
weekend.
sweet.
Folda
So you got
is
one
the
coming up.
7th and 9th.
Yeah.
See. You guys are tagging my brother along with you guys for Folda too. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey. We'll take him.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Heard great things.
He sucks. That's good luck.
Yeah, that's what I
Make
heard.
sure he knows. Sure he knows that he doesn't get to hang out with you. That you're the enemy that weekend.
Yeah, right.
You
Hey,
are.
bro. Well, actually, no. I can't make Folded this year.
Oh, you're not coming. Oh, okay.
I can't come this year. I have to go to an event in California. I'm going to be tied up for that.
Right.
Unfortunately, it falls in the
That's right.
same dang weekend, but yeah, at
Okay.
least get my brother. So there'll be some blood over there. Well, it's not blood.
Yeah,
It's blood
we'll
marriage.
take it. We'll
Close
have
enough.
it. It's fine.
We've shared
We'll
blood.
count it.
Yeah. I've told him so many great things and just regarding about that facility. Folding Gap, Command Decision War Game Center has just got an immense, awesome facility. This is the first time I'm going to miss a Folda in 7 years, 6 years.
I was gonna say you've been there since we came back, so
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow,
On
dude,
the on that topic of reminiscing about Folder for a second, I want to thank you again for the opportunity that I got that weekend, because, and I mean this with all the love for everybody out there, but y'all paintball players are dumb. Because I'm walking around, and Des, you'll remember, I'm walking around with my tracer sticking out of my jersey, and I have my bright blue NATO jersey on, and not one goddamn time that weekend did I get shot in a straight up like, yep, good for you. The only time I got shot was they were trying to shoot somebody the fuck else. I'm not even kidding. I just happened to be standing around when they shot through a bush, and I went, oh, I guess I'm dead. Every other time I'm on that road going back and forth, and they just, if an enemy patrol came up with their guns up, I'd just stop moving and I'd just stand there on the side and kind of shuffle to the side and let them walk by, and every one of them just walked by, and then I'd call on the radio, Hey, there's 4 dudes coming that way, Abby. And then I'd hear an eruption or gunfire from a bush somewhere. And then they'd come walking back. They never even looked at me that time. So thank you for that. It was a
Yes,
great time being out there.
it's
Yeah.
what you do normally, reffing it, except now you were just herding cats with guns in this case.
It was we handedly laid the smackdown that year, I will say. It
Yes,
was a
sir.
very good effort on our parts.
As it was. As it was. I know Mamba, I'm sure Mamba's done some different changes up to the field. I haven't seen much. I know they changed up one of the, was it Sim City they changed up
I
again? They
think that's
added
what I
to it.
heard.
There's a
Thought
few
it was
few
Sim.
changes. SimCity is one of them. They've added a whole lot of bunkers. I will tell you that.
I love it.
Like a
I
whole
love it.
lot more.
No, that's incredible, man. It's like you get these little islands of bunkers, and then it's just like it's one of the most like ultimate woods ball like zones that you're using. Your bunker is a mountainside. You're using a whole topography to play on. You're not even in a tree to hide your face behind. You're not you're not playing behind this giant car wash or something. You're behind a giant mound and you look left and you're like, God, there's 20 of us on this hill. Whatever dumb kid comes walking up this road is gonna hate his life.
Do you
But
ever have the moment there where you're standing on the side of one of those hills and you're looking up at like, there's no way somebody's flanking me that way. I'm good. And you go back to shooting and think that you have a natural barrier to your left. And then He-Man, Mr. Iron Man Ultra Marathon Runner, comes sprinting around a corner with his gun perfectly level and just gogs you. And you're like, but that's like a 6% incline that you're just running across like a gazelle, you bastard.
do, do, do.
And he just runs through. You're like, oh, all right, I'm out.
Yeah, we had some good times. It's definitely some of my favorite experiences. I have played more at that field than I have at any other field. Period. The end. Bar none.
Oh, hey,
There's
yeah.
no other facility.
It's funny you say that. I think 13 months is an advance enough notice to ask this question because I keep forgetting to ask until like 9 months. You should come ref Folda with us next year, Desmond.
Ooh.
Yes. Can I? Yes. You're committed on video. It's on video now.
It's live, bro.
Saving this video. Goff, I need a copy of that part, please. I would
You
really
got it.
appreciate it.
You got
You
it.
know what? I was having a conversation with someone today, and I think with all the different responsibilities that I've had to take on recently, the past couple of years, I've started noticing myself getting a little snippy with people that I really give a shit about. You know, not only loved ones, but as well as, employees. Sometimes I get a little more short when I think back, I get back into the tech shed, I'm working on something like, man, that was out of character here. Let me go and, I think of stuff. I'm always thinking of someone else on how they interpret stuff. And oh no, we're good, Des, but I know that it doesn't feel good. And my passion first is I love playing paintball, but my passion is wearing those stripes. Period. The end. I get more producing events. Love it. It's awesome. Being able to put on a show for my friends is just a fantastic thing. Being able to, operate a facility. I love it. It is my passion. This is my dream. This is what I do. This is what I will be doing. But my true love is wearing those zebra stripes. In the worst, hottest situation where all hell could break loose at any point and this could come to blows, and I get to be there and help someone enjoy their experience in the game, for someone to, have the first time with us to, yes, son. Golly, my cat is so damn loud. I hear you,
I
kid.
thought that was a
Golly.
door.
No,
I
it's
didn't
my
even hear it.
cat. My son. Yeah,
That's funny.
yeah, we're ready for cat train time. That's where it is. I have to go find him and chase him, walk around with him. You coming up here? Come on, come say hi to the people. Come on. Yeah, come on. You can do it.
Come here, son.
Come, my son. Yeah.
Come.
I absolutely love putting the stripes on, and I know that field like the back of my hand, and I think I'd like to do that. I think I need to
Yeah.
plan for that. I have,
That'd be fun.
goals of going to go and play paintball, but I think I need to set my goals really, and I want to go ref it. It's more
Yep.
personal.
You're staying in the camper with us. I'll bring my camper. You're staying here. You're gonna stay with us at the event. Do the whole just line ref all weekend, not important guy thing.
I'm getting a fucking hotel.
yeah,
I'll
I
pay
have
for my own
heat.
hotel.
I have
I'm-
heat and a bathroom and a nice sink, and we're
No,
there. Oh, you
I'm
have to
gonna
get away
go.
from everybody.
I have to. I have
I get
to complete, and it's the hardest part because I love being around everyone and I love being with them. But then all of a sudden, it's that hide me.
Yep.
Hide me. Rental shed, something. I don't care. Hide me. Do you have a tech shed that no one can find me? I need 10 minutes here. I need to disappear. Okay, we're good. And at the end of the event, I'm going to turn on Animal Planet. I'm going to lay in my underwear, and I'm going to put my head on a nice fluffy pillow with a blanket. And then I will
I
be
love it.
up at the butt crack of dawn after listening to a news channel on my phone of what's happening in the world today. And then I'll be ready. You know what? The world sucks in some other places, but here, it's a good day.
I
So,
love it.
yes, tentative. Yes. I just got to make sure Zach's not working it because that's one or the other.
Oh, Zach's not working it now. Then sorry. I'll take one each
Well,
year.
hold on. We got him this year. We'll get Desi next year.
There. You
Exactly.
can have
Exactly.
him for Full to Airsoft, different weekend.
See, now we're talking. Now we're talking.
All right,
I hear you.
but let me close this out, guys. I want to go get myself another White Claw, and I want to go have myself and hug my wife for a little bit. You guys
Yeah,
have been
tell her.
absolute pleasure. What are you saying?
Thank you for having us.
Love you guys.
So thank you for having
Appreciate
us.
you.
And tell her thank you, and we love her and appreciate her giving you up for us.
Bro, I came home. Dude, I lucked out. I came home. I called her. I said, honey, I got this live I got to do. She says, hey, don't worry. I'll have dinner ready on the table when you come home.
Yep.
That's what
Yep.
Oh, win. Get you guys a woman like that or a man or whatever you're into nowadays. Get you someone who does something like that supports your passions.
Bro, I called Hunter after final battle for Black Flag and said I lost my headphones and they're Bose in earbud they're ridiculous. I love them to death. And I've had them for a while, and they made it through a lot of commercial work. I was really amazed. Called her. I was like, it sucks. I can't find them. And she goes, oh, okay. She's like, well, when are you coming home? And I was like, blah, blah, blah. She's like, okay. I went back to Fayetteville the next day, and before I could leave, a package came in. I went, oh, that's for me. What did I order? And I opened it, and it's new headphones. She sent me headphones overnight, and I'm just like, with a little note that I love you. And she, what the fuck? Yeah, exactly. Same feeling, man. Same feeling. It's like, where? Okay, thank you.
Behind every dysfunctional man is a strong woman.
Amen.
Yeah, damn straight.
All right, boys.
That's awesome.
I appreciate you guys joining me, man, and joining on this live. It's been absolutely awesome. I will be seeing you guys soon as I can get away from here. I appreciate everything you guys are doing for the game. Keep reffing it. Keep giving 100%, man, and get those next group of referees trained up, man. Every time we can. I'll keep doing my part if you guys keep doing yours.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, brother. Thanks for having me.
It's a fair trade.
Good night,
Of course,
gentlemen.
anytime. Good night, guys.
Bye, Gator. Thank you.
This has been Desi with Outdoor Extreme OX Files with our friend Cuban and Patton and the man behind the scenes, Oz, who's already in the holiday spooky spirit, Mr. Gator. thank you so much, guys, for joining us, man. And make sure you guys like, subscribe, and check out our YouTube channel. We'll see you guys soon. That OX Files, where the truth is out in the field. Peace out.